Hi everybody, welcome to Develop Your English Skills channel. Today's lesson is autonomous learning or learner autonomy. I will give you and explain for you the definition of this autonomous learning. I will give you the purpose why Moroccan education starts use this technique in educating foreign language, and I will give you a model or a summary of how the learner should be. First of all, I want to tell you I'm so sorry for the last lesson, which is a correction of exam 2018. Because when I uploaded the lesson, many comments tell me that the lesson has no sound. I don't know really why. I don't know where is the mistake, because I have the lesson with the clear sound. Even though I will try to fix this mistake. If I can't, I will record it for you. I will give you also the correction of exam 2019 soon, inshallah. Before that, I want you just to motivate me, because with this without motivation I can't continue. I can't explain many other lessons. Please share these lessons with the others, because as I say, that many future teachers want these explanations, want these lessons, because didactic lesson it's difficult, it's not very easy for the future teacher. Also, they have a short time, and they have different subjects they should to deal with in this short time, which is 2 months or less or more. I don't know exactly, but what I want to tell you is share these lessons and these explanations with them to help them too. Because many of them want these explanations, but they still don't know anything about this channel. If I see motivations, more subscriptions, etc., I will make different lessons about corrections, about also if you want correction of grammar questions, about other difficult topics that you can't understand or deal with in this short time. So let's back to our lesson of today. As I said, autonomous learning. We have autonomous learning and training learning. These are two connection learning. I divided lesson into two types: autonomous learning and I explained the next lesson, learning training, because if I explain both of them at one lesson, it will become too long for you and for me too. Now let's focus on autonomous learning. Let's move to the definition of autonomous learning. This method or autonomous learning, Morocco start use it in 1980. They start think of use this technique in the EFL or English as a foreign language classroom. The first definition is autonomous learning is used when learners are handed over responsibility and ownership, total or partial, of many processes. So her students should not be just an audience, should take responsibility of some of the learning process. Next definition, learning which involves learners in taking decisions about what they learn, content, how to learn method, and when they learn. So her students should be also aware of these contents, methods, etc. The next third definition is that learning which leads learners to become more reflective and more concerned with their own self-assessment. So here, student not just should take process and learning process, but he should overcome his mistake, his problem. For example, if he still have problems with grammar, He should practice more exercises. He should use it much in the sentence, etc., to overcome his problem. This is the definition in general, that the learner should take responsibility of the learning process. Let's move to the purpose. Why Morocco education start use this technique in the EFL classroom. Learner autonomy conjures up independence, self-direction, awareness, development, involvement, etc. So if the learner autonomy help the students to become independent, self-direction, in self-direction, that he will has the opportunity to choose the topic, the learning process, the strategy he wants in the classroom. Awareness, her students will be aware of the goals, the objectives of the goals, the strategy that teacher use in the classroom, etc. Development, this method helps students to develop his personality, not just in the classroom but in the society too. Involvement, student, as I said, that won't be just an audience. He will take part of the learning process. The teacher he should not wait the teacher to do everything for him, explaining, give him the information, correcting his mistake. No, he will take the responsibility of this process. Another purpose is that learner autonomy codes and all the Chinese saying, if you give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. If you teach him how to fish, you feed him for a lifetime. Inherent in this proverb is the idea of helping learners to do things themselves and learn for life. So from this quote, we can understand that this technique will help students to learning for life, not just for a small or short period, which is education period. So from this proverb also we will understand that students will not depending on the books of the classroom or education. They will use other book like novels, magazine, researchers, reports, etc. So they will develop their selves or their information by themselves. Let's move to give you the model. Learner's autonomy, a model. This model, which suggests 5 levels for developing learner's autonomy, can be schematized as follows. So this method will give you a summary of what the learner should do. I think it's clear for you. If it isn't, I will read it for you. Level 1, learner action, content, and the process. So level 1 it's awareness. Learners are made aware of the pedagogical goals and content of the materials they are using. Process, learners identify strategy implications of pedagogical tasks and identify their own preferred learning style strategies. So here what we understand from this, that the teacher should inform the students about the objective and the goal of the lesson. Also inform him about the strategy and the materials he will or she will use during the classroom and why he choose this kind of strategies or techniques. So he should be aware of all learning process. Involvement, it's a level 2. Learners are involved in selecting their own goals from a range of alternatives on offer. Process, learners make choice among a range of options. Here involvements, as I said, that learners not become just an audience. They should involve in the learning process. choice some topics they like, choice some the work about it. For example, building a project work, choosing the the topic, the information, how to discuss it, etc. So students should be involvement of the learning process. The level 3 is intervention. Learners are involved in modifying and adapting the goals and the content of the learning program. Learners modify, adapt tasks. So here students also become intervention. For example, teacher give them the opportunity to take the responsibility of explaining a lesson, for example, or divide class into two groups. Some of them teach the others, etc. There are many activities that teacher use and the students take in order to develop their autonomous learning. Level 4, which is creation. Learners create their own goals and objectives. Learners create their own tasks. Here learners, for example, as I said, take a project work and deal with it, gather the information, following many and different steps until the final outcome, and discuss it with others, etc. Discuss it maybe a report or a presentation, many different activity that the student should take to develop and to be an autonomous learning. Last level, which is level 5, transcendence. Learners go beyond the classroom and make link between the content of classroom learning and the world beyond. And the process, learners become teachers and researchers. So here, if the students take all these levels, they will not become a student, they will become a teacher of themselves, of others, and also a researchers. So they will take all what he learned in the classroom in his society. He will not be a production of his society, he will be a producer. This is what we mean by autonomous learning. You can remember these 5 levels: awareness, involvement, intervention, creation, and transcendence, and master these explanations by heart. This is the lesson of today. I think I explain it and give you many information. I read some books and they give you a summary and important information that you will need and you should know about these learning autonomies. I will give you next lesson about learning training, just to help you to understand these 2 types of learning and also to define each of them. So see you soon, inshallah. Many students ask me to make lessons in English and they give you an explanation in English too. That's why I don't use Arabic. But if you don't understand or still have problems in understanding these lessons, just tell me. I will mix between Arabic and English. All my efforts is to give you an explanation in a simple way. You choose the explanation way. You also might choose the language that I will use in my lesson. You also can choose the topics or difficult topics that you can't deal with to explain it for you. Just motivate me with sharing with the others. I need all students or future teacher to know about my channel and to feed from this channel. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. Bye.